is so exhausting. I think the human experience is actually so exhausting. Up and down, up and down. It's just something you have to be doing, something you have to be up, you have to be thinking, you have to just go. We on go. I would like to relax. And even when you relax, you can't relax for too long. It's like, who did this to us? We're not asking the right questions.
We. Hapa sasa kwenye cynicism, being cynical, being overly skeptical has gone extremely overboard. Somebody throw Rono anini hii kitu inaitanga ya floater manze. She might be drowning in something. Watu wenye mnawapitianga huko evolve. Social media yao inakaa aje? Are they dressing kidogo? Are the clothes continuously falling off? She might be going through a crisis manze. Juma swali kaa hizi, people don't just ask.
This actually gives me anxiety. What if I like the guy so much and he likes me back and we decide to get married? Oh my God, he'll want to move into my house. Oh my God. Or we're going to look for a place together. What happens to my things? My kids, I have to call him dad. Oh, Jesus Christ. And then he's going to introduce me to his people and I'll have to explain to total strangers why my kid's father is still in their lives.
Time and time again, we keep seeing the same pattern. People actually fail to believe that a positive thing can be achieved, or they actually distrust a certain kind of system to the point that all they do is expect the worst of a certain situation. And all these scenarios have one same thing in common, which is the erosion of trust. And that is our topic today. Kitu inaitwa cynicism. And what is cynicism? According to my search engine, cynicism is an attitude characterized by a deep distrust of others' motives, assuming that people are fundamentally driven by selfishness, greed, or self-interest rather than sincerity and goodness. It often manifests itself, blah blah blah, unaweza soma hapo. And kuna two forms of cynicism. One is modern day cynicism. This is just people being skeptical of others' integrity. Then there is the philosophical origin of cynicism. This word originates from ancient Greece, derived from the Greek word kainikos, meaning dog-like. God damn it. However, the ancient philosophy was not about distrusting humanity, but about rejecting societal norms. Ukiangalia, philosophical cynicism is about taking responsibility of oneself and living close to nature. At least I know that to be a fact. So, as you continue watching this video, the question I want you to have in mind is, are we being realistic nowadays about modern relationships, or are we just judgmental? Welcome back manze to the RadaFiles. Tunasemanga it's the bitter things in life that actually matter. Kakawa, if you want to support this channel, you can show your appreciation by scanning the QR code on your screen. Buy me a soda. Or rather, you can click in the description below and do the same. Buy me a soda. Without further ado, tuanze hii video like this.
That's the point of dating. You should have other options.
No, every day guys
let me like option in a way
girls
of
are bad people.
Until that nigga tells you his intentions. For example,
What?
like these are
like we are dating.
intention. What are your intentions with me? Like okay,
bro, if you are dating, you already know my intentions.
But
with you.
sikuna me if I
we are
tells
dating,
me,
alafu you're flirting with other people.
Me if
You're a bad person. You are a bad person.
see, like you should have other options, but kuna boundaries with the other options. That's the point of dating. You should have other options.
Nakwambia mse, it's so blurry. Dating nowadays is so blurry. Kwanza, given that this girl is saying that you should actually date multiple people at the same time. If you are dating, it's not exclusive. You can do that with multiple people. Alafu ukumbuke, you are expected to pay on the first date. Eh? Na dating ni nini? Hebu tuulize search engine inaweza tuokolea. Dating means different things to different people. Ala, unataka kuniambia hata search engine ina disagree? So it means different things to different people, particularly across generations. Sasa hiyo ni hiyo website. They define dating as two people in an intimate relationship. The relationship may be sexual, but it doesn't have to be. It may also be hey. Hebu ngoja, kwani huku kwa dating what do people do? What do people do when they are dating? So another definition says dating is an activity of spending time together, usually through planned social encounters with the intention of getting to know each other, often with a romantic or intimate purpose. Thank you. I have found one that resonates with me. There has to be some romantic appeal when you are dating someone. Huwezi niambia ati tumeenda kwa arcade, dance huko hivyo, tumecheza bowling, nimekununulia ice cream, nimekununulia a big doll, or something that you like. Then uniambie ati sijaonyesha intent yangu na wewe. And women will always pick and choose these definitions that we are seeing huku hivi online and select the one that works for them in their perfect situation. If you do not agree, they use the knowledge they have or some certain standards to disqualify others. Then this video, the next video itakuonyesha mambo.
As a single mother, this actually gives me anxiety. What if I like the guy so much and he likes me back and we decide to get married? Oh my God, he'll want to move into my house. Oh my God. Or we're going to look for a place together. What happens to my things? My kids, I have to call him dad. Oh, Jesus Christ. And then he's going to introduce me to his people and I'll have to explain to total strangers why my kid's father is still in their lives. I'll have to stop watching my trash TV reality shows because he'll think it's silly. And then we'll have to share the bed. We'll have to go to his home for Christmas. And I'll have to pretend that I like to work. I'll have to cook. I'll have to keep myself busy while his sisters are just seated because now that is my home. I'll have to tell a man how much money I make. Yet consult him when I want to use my money to do something nice for myself. Oh my God, I'll have to be hiding my Jumia orders because I don't want him to see that my lip gloss costs 2,500. And I'll have to explain that that is not even expensive.
What?
Oh.
Say, this is a single mom and we know how those are created. Ndio? You already know. But now, the thing I want to talk about is not how she got herself in that situation as a single mom. I want to think about what led her to this idea of cynicism ama being skeptical. Kwa sababu, it stems from a place where vulnerability was not appreciated, or even it might be her own doing. Aya. When people hear about submission, all they think about is power. But what is being shared genuinely is a situation where we can trust each other. You submit, I lead. I trust that you can actually submit, and you trust that I can actually lead. Si hiyo ndio kenye submission inaongeleanga holy. Even when you go to juzi I was being told that Islam actually means submission to the all, submission to Allah, nacheki. So there is that idea kwenye most people think wakisikia about submission is all about who has the power. It's not about who it's not about what mutual trust do we have. So when you get in relationships and continuously your trust is being broken, eventually when you interact with someone else, that trust is going to be hard to give out. Hiyo sasa ndio itakuwa a very expensive currency ama a very valued currency. Well, in submission, many men just want cooperation. And I think women, what they want is a form of security. Unasikia hizo mavitu zote zenye udem anauliza. She is insecure about being questioned. She is insecure about sharing a space with somebody. She is insecure about revealing her ideologies ama her life kwenye unapata anatumia lip gloss ya 2500. Kumaanisha hiyo lip gloss akitumia mwezi moja ama 2 weeks juu ya venye unaikula pia wewe, anaweza kuwa anatumia 5k kwa lip gloss peke yake. My guy, hiyo ni kiatu, sisahau. Hiyo ni kick. What do you mean? Una apply kick anyway acha nitoke huko. All I want to ask you is this reluctancy to submit a form of lack of a form of strength, or is it like a form of distrust to people? Is this person incapable of providing the same vulnerability that they actually provided at some point and it was mistreated? Are they capable of that, or are they still carrying that hurt? Juu mimi kia nimesikia hapo hivyo, all she's talking about is protecting herself. So all I can see is the insecurity. What can you guys see? Let me know down in the comments below. For some reason I don't see the other side. Nikienda the other side naanza kufikiria venye, how did you get your situation to becoming a single mom? Unacheki na I don't think that's productive. So let's go to the next video.
From men they love.
Bas.
Acha nikwambie, you see,
For
like mimi
real.
naenda kwa boyfriend yangu with my own fare, but but kwa mwanaume mwenye staki, I have to request for cab money.
Kwanza utaki mat.
Na kwa boyfriend yangu nitaenda na mat.
Hapo I'll second that because
For real though, they
I'm
don't
talking
ask money
about
from men they
Me, I had a-
Vijana
really
mnasikia?
love.
I had a situation.
Actually,
Lakini ni kama sisi vijana tupendwe hapa
I
hii.
swear. So ukijua, okay, it doesn't apply to all, but most of the
Let me
women,
say about
okay.
me personally.
Ukiona demu anakuitisha do, we jua
Anataka step out, right?
akufeel.
Okay, si ati pesa
See.
kidogo like kuna time
Hakuna hawezi jitetea. They have revealed their truth to us, my guy. And now we can see it for what it is. And what I think it is women will always use standards to disqualify you if they don't like you. And if they really like you, they will do away with all the standards that they actually have in their life. For instance, if you have some motion going on for yourself, unaweza pata mtu mwenye hadi hajai kuongelesha, all of a sudden they are so easygoing hadi uko zile za ala, where did this motivation come from? Little do you know, someone amekuwa akikusoma and they realize that now you are going to be their ticket out the block. And I think it is this pick and choose that men don't actually like. If you are someone with standards, be someone with standards. But men also like it when you like them and don't apply these standards. Ama namna gani as men, we like it. Ama would you like to be standards to be placed unto you as a man by a girl? No. All men would like women to like them, but how you actually present yourself plays a very big role as to if someone is going to judge you. Literally si madem peke yake wanafanyanga hii kitu walai, even guys do it. Mtu tu atakuangalia akupimanisha, maybe it's the way you dress, maybe it's the way you move, maybe it's the way you talk, and they decide that they are going to have a certain standard towards you. Why? Na wakienda waone msee mwingine waone huu ni celeb sijui nini, or somebody that actually has a certain kind of impact in their life, watadua away na hizo standards. Hata kwa biashara, ni biashara ngapi umesikia ati msanii alienda akapatiwa kitu fulani, msanii ametoka ana market kitu ni hii pesa fulani, nyinyi mnadhani msanii amebuy hiyo kitu na kumbe msanii hajabuy. God damn it, watu wenye wana behaving hivyo pia saa ingine wanafanyanga mimi najiuliza maswali. If you have a certain standard, stick to it, but let it not be materialistic. Kama hapa hivi ni story ya do. If you have a standard based on value, uphold that. Ama
unachikidem anaweza kucheki na amesha plan at least 2 weeks na wewe unafikira ni one night stand, so mali amekufikisha unajua cheki, wacha nikushow madem wote wenye wewe umebinja, si wewe unakwanga make sure unataka kuwa binja. Wacha nimalize hii statement. Ala dem umebinja, yeye mwenyewe anakwanga anataka umbinje, so anakwanga ameko kwa position utambinja sawa, sababu dem ataki umbinje, kumbinja hiyo ni rape. So all I'm trying to say is dem akikucheki ashaku budget ya kitu kwa 2 weeks, uone sasa nataka one night stand nijitoe. That's why dem ogana katsika, tumempeleka mtiecha, mmekatana ngware oya wewe jitoe, umemharibia bana 2 weeks. Sasa the moment girl dem amenicheki kwa stage na amelipa na amecome through, ameniweka kwa ile position tida, tunakujua na tunakupendea hizi vitu, na niko willingly nimepanda kwa hii stage, na willingly wengine mimi walizaniaje uko na chali zi, umekama hapa na chali zi, ukulala na best yako chali zi, uona ubina unanipata. So I mean ni works, alafu pia I do it for them. Wewe hata msanii kubambeaje ushajipata ukipiga nduru zi, lakini nikipanda stage magalde ndo atapiga nduru, na dem akishasema tik ni hivyo.
Timi, si useme hata dem kama mpanga umake love, you don't have to just say
umake love. Ni mimi na dem yangu tuna make love,
hao wengine ni
unaona kubinjana.
Wewe umesikia definition kuna mwenye una make love na yeye, na kuna wengine wenye wanakuja kama wameshukisha mapanti. God damn, I'm just rephrasing what he said. And he actually sleeps with this guy for them, not for him. That's what he's saying. Will you actually do something like that? I think sometimes tunaweza kaa hapa hivi tukijiambia mimi siwezi fanya kitu kaa hiyo, but we fail to realize that whenever we are living this life, our status continuously changes. As we grow in a certain field, as we grow in a certain situation, we start experiencing new things. Kama wewe ulikuwa msee mdogo, umejipatia manze miaka 5, umegrind, then all of a sudden unafika a position where things are simpler for you when it comes to women. Are you going to take that chance, or will you still stick by your morals? Let me know down in the comments below.
Like, what was the reason? All this up and down for what? And I never asked for this. I don't recall asking for this. Not once. I know myself. Not once did I say I would like this experience, so I don't know why I'm here really. And the fact that I have to do things every single day. What if I don't want to do that? What if I just don't want to do that? And it's like, if I don't want to do that, there's consequences. Like, you could die. Because like, if you don't eat, you could die. And also like, if you don't walk, you're gonna die of hunger. And like, if you don't move your body, you're gonna die younger. Like, where do I win? Like, in what in what situation, no matter how you put it? Like, I have to consistently do things. I have to consistently be doing. Why is that about human being? I want to be. I don't like doing. And it's not even on some lazy stuff or anything depressing. It's just like, what is the point of all this? Like, really, whoever created all this is so funny and crazy. Because what was the reason? And then you'll find someone saying, oh, I want a child for, I'm doing this for them. You don't even know them. This is about you. So you're just bringing people into this system that you don't even understand, that I don't even know what we're doing here, man. That's why I'm just like, oh, you really sit down, you're like, we're really floating in the middle of nowhere. And we were given lives. I did not ask for this. I don't want to experience this. The human experience is so exhausting. I think the human experience is actually so exhausting. Up and down, up and down. It's just something you have to be doing, something you have to be up, you have to be thinking, you have to just go. We on go, we on go. I would like to relax. And even when you relax, you can't relax for too long. It's like, who did this to us? We're not asking the right questions.
We. Hapa sasa ndio kwenye cynicism, being cynical, being overly skeptical has gone extremely overboard. Somebody throw Rono anini hii kitu inaitanga ya floater manze, she might be drowning in something. Watu wenye mnawapitianga huko evolve, social media yao inakaa aje? Are they dressing kidogo kidogo? Are the clothes continuously falling off? She might be going through a crisis manze. Juu maswali kaa hizi, people don't just ask about these questions naturally. Why? Because most of us are surrounded, ama we are in an environment kwenye there is a certain kind of influence as to why you are living. Otherwise, sisi wote either tungekuwa couch potatoes or tungekuwa tunafikiria veta jidelete. Juu ukiangalia in modern, in old times, back then, we could get our purpose from things like tradition, we could get them from religion, vitu kaa hizo, like there were these institutions that will give you a certain purpose. But nowadays, people are more freer than ever. So unashangaa, what can we actually do? This is where they go wrong. We confuse freedom with comfort. Freedom and comfort are not the same things. When you are freer than ever, it means every decision, every responsibility is now on your shoulder. So if you can't take that responsibility, you will find yourself questioning what is life, because you have not given your life a certain kind of purpose as to why you are doing certain things. What is the end goal? Like, I always like exploring alternative spirituality because it usually gives you a certain kind of scope towards choosing a purpose for yourself. Because me saini me realize nobody will tell you what your purpose is. You're going to create it yourself. Figure out the things you are naturally blessed with. Most of the times, those are just your tools to lead you towards your purpose. Have I spoken to somebody? At least that's how me in applying hii kitu. The moment I find these thoughts zinaanza kuni drown, I always think, what's my purpose? Why am I doing whatever I'm doing? Ama tunafanya tu. There must always be an end goal. And nimefanya kitu mara kadhaa. When you always get to your end goal, you will always realize one thing. It was not about the goal. It was about the journey. Because if you set a goal, you are a different person than the one who achieves it. The person who achieves it understands it's the journey that made the character that achieved that goal. Hizi vitu zote zinaongelelea, I have gotten them from a book yenye inaitwa The Saint, the Sufferer and the CEO by Robin Sharma, where hii video imekuwa actually inspired by this part where he writes about a monk mwenye ako huko hivyo, I think sides za Rome. This monk teaches about something known as the a stained glass window. Like everyone in life is walking looking through a stained glass window, and this glass window is stained because of maybe some traumas you went through, the experiences in your life, and the decisions that people actually make. And this stained window continuously makes us choose things differently. But do you know that you can clean your window? The way that you perceive things, you can actually clean that. You can change your perspective kuna videos fulani nilikuwa najenga a few months ago, ni kitambo, kwenye I could always show you something, maybe at like a wheel. When you look at a wheel, it's going forward and it's also going backwards at the same time. If you look keenly enough, you're going to realize that you can only see one perspective at the same time. Tumeona videos kaa hizo hapa hivi, man. If you are die hard, you know we have seen those ones. Well, other than that has been our video for today. Kulikuwa videos zingine mbili, but we are getting inakuwa refu manze, na stakangi kuweka hapa hivi sana. So without further ado, always remember manze, buy me a soda my guy. YouTube thinks you might be interested in the video on your screen at the moment. Click on that video. I'm waiting to see you on the next one.